Hello, my friends. How are we doing on this fine day today? What up, Bodhi, Ikai, Banks, Judah, Pyra, Soiling, Jarhu, and Weeb? How we all doing tonight? Homework since break ended. I feel for you, brother. Get that done. Get that ish done. What up, Bunny? How are we all doing today? Boys, today, in case you didn't know, there has been a lot happening. Now, as some of you may know, I just made a video on Blade Bias talking about challengers to the vault, because it's true, there has been a lot of vault competitors coming out lately, but in usual weekly news fashion, I neglect to do the news for like a week and a half, and then the second that I record it and the second I upload it, the real news comes out. I reported about things like the Phantom, a 70-75 trainer that I'm sure you're all aware of, for $68. I also reported on things like the Zippy tease that happened on Ted Flips' Instagram, talking about a new Balisong that was coming out soon, which I don't know when that is going to be revealed, but whatever. And then we also talked about the Origin. Now, the Origin is not really in the price category that we are talking about today, but what is in the price category that we're talking about today, that would have fit in the video yesterday had I just waited one more day to do the weekly news, it's always how it goes, is two other Balisongs coming in at under $100. We will get into all of that in just a second, but as usual, let's talk. Hate the Vault Blade? A lot of people do, a lot of people don't. I personally don't. No, Jarhu's stream is completely fine on my end. How's your day? It's pretty good, Bunny. How's yours? Don't understand how LDY can get it so cheap. We will talk about that in just a second, because it's quite simple. What up, Bimby? Bimby, we need to get you, me, Pyro, Ty, and someone else need to get on a 5-stack in Overwatch, because that would go crazy. I'm trying to get Ty into a 5-stack in Overwatch, and we need you on our support. You're at Fire Engine Academy? You should probably be paying attention to that rather than me. Unbeatable team for real. So for real. There was J Park. I don't know if you guys know J Park or Japark. Uploaded a Widow clip on his Instagram. And DPS is exactly what we need. So maybe we could get J Park in on that. It would be me and Bimby on support, Pyro and J Park on DPS, and then Ty on tank, hopefully. I think that's what everyone plays. Anyway, is it still break for you? Yes, it is. Without further ado, because the stream is already late enough, let's talk about the newest entry to the low end. My Moira's enough for DPS? So true, King. First of all, we have LDY, which you all know for fame of the Sirius and the Cygnus. Well, this is his newest entry into the fray. And it is so cheap because he is also a Chinese manufacturer, similar to MaxAce, using the power of Chinese manufacturing. But what's specifically interesting about this trainer is that this is the trainer that was heavily announced or heavily speculated about in this Discord thread. You guys might remember there was a Discord thread in the Bally News channel where someone sleuthed all the info that they needed to about some new trainer from LDY. Now, it doesn't look exactly like it because you can see the trainer blade here and here very different. But if you scroll down a little further, you can see this exact image. You can also see a picture of the comb blade. So this thing has been heavily speculated about for a while now. And we finally have confirmation that it exists. And it looks really good. This is looking to be 75 or 7075 aluminum. And I've heard about $100. Now, I don't see a price officially listed anywhere in the Instagram post announcing it, but I've heard about like $100. This thing's sick. Sandwich. Its price is in comment replies. Is it? Well, sick. What price? 99 USD. There it is. Okay. 99 USD. That's dope. But what I personally am most excited for, I mean, sure, 75 for less than $100 or right around $100 is amazing. But I'm excited for the comb blade because if you know me, you know I have been looking for a comb Balisong for so long that actually flips well. And I can finally trust that LDY might actually deliver one. I'm so excited. I need to try this thing. I need to sell some stuff because I am not very liquid right now, as they say. But what skill level would you recommend before getting a live blade? It's not about skill. It's about your familiarity with Balisongs. If you can confidently do tricks on a trainer without trying to bite, without hitting the bite handle, go for a live blade if you want to. But you also have to be confident enough to do it. I just passed my first test, so I'm hyped, but I'm drunk AF. What the hell? You're taking a test while drunk, but also nailing it? Okay. Hey, you go, Sam. So yeah, this looks great. I personally, I think if I were to get one, I'd get the trainer blade and the comb blade. I don't really need a 7075 live blade. That's $100, but maybe, who knows? But this is mainly what I'm looking at. I think this is going to be great. It also has bushings. Yes. So we got a new sandwich Balisong to compete with the Arctic, which honestly is super sick. Next up is one that I am less excited about. How did I fuck this up this badly? One that I'm less excited about, but one that is exciting nonetheless. Where is it? There it is. We have this wild looking thing, which seems to be, by all indications, a new lucha trainer. It's like they took the moon pult, or whatever the fuck the weird bendy one is called, and they made it straight, first of all, and then they slapped a lucha blade on it. This would not be exciting for me, to be completely honest, because it's Kershaw. I don't really like Kershaw's products. They make a fantastic folding knife and non-Balisong knife, but I learned a few things that make me a bit more excited about the Balanza. And maybe it'll change some things for you guys, because Kershaw is not known for their flipping experience, and we all know this. But this seems to be a little bit better. First of all, it's got a pretty cool design. I think it's going to be uncomfortable as shit to flip, but whatever. Yo, what up, Brandon? Yeah, it could be. That's a great point. I'll try and bring that up if I remember. $45. Still made out of stainless steel, but here's the fun part. 4.6 ounces. Now that is still heavy. Don't get me wrong. But Kershaw is now making a Balisong with the same weight profile as a squid trainer. Squid trainer is also 4.6 ounces. With a trainer with squid trainer like weight made out of steel for $50. I would be lying if I said that that wasn't a very, very tempting item. Especially since it seems to be like acid washed in some way. And as Brandon pointed out, this could be a great way to get people into flipping for people who know who Kershaw is but don't know what Balisongs are. For example, my dad, before I got into Balisongs, he knew who Kershaw was because Kershaw make good knives. This could be the turning point because now you have a very cheap steel design, reminiscent in some ways of the Lucha, that will hopefully appeal to a lot more flippers. Now, it could still be terrible. Don't get me wrong. I do not have much faith in Kershaw to make a good flipping product. But we'll see. We'll see. It very well could be handle bias because there's no weight in this blade. That blade has basically no weight to it. Personally, not a fan of the blade. I feel like you'd be very handle biased. Yeah. Neutral balance makes squid trainer feel lighter. To a certain extent. There is also the Arctic, which is 4.5 ounces, and that's a handle bias that shouldn't help it with lightness, with weight, but... So yeah, this is not something that's going to be like, this is not like, oh, this is like the Vulp, it's so exciting, and it's going to get people into flipping. I don't think so. I think we can look at this and say that Kershaw might be pushing in the right direction for flipping-wise. And it could be a good thing to just piss away $50 on if you want to try it. But, yeah. I mean, it could be a cheap modding platform. You could get into this. If Flytime makes handles that are similarly priced, you could get into this for about, like, $100 all in. So that's pretty cool. What up, Noel? So... on paper, this thing isn't the worst. But who knows? The weight could be wildly off. The balance, I think, is going to be the big problem, as a lot of people pointed out. Not much weight in the blade. So we'll see how it goes. But nonetheless, two very exciting Balisongs for under $100. Which means that not only is the entry... like, people are paying attention to the entry level in Balisongs. And I'm not sure who started it. Could be the Vulp. It could even be the plastic 3D printed Balisongs that came before it. But people are finally looking over and saying, oh, hey. Sub $100 intro beginner Balisongs. There's some money to be made there. And they're pushing for it. Kershaw tries to hit a strike, but they end up getting a strike in another lane. No, I don't even think they get strikes. I think they just try and they fumble over themselves because they don't know flippers. They know how to make a good knife. They don't know how to make a good Balisong. Vulp, Calico, Diode, Kershaw Knife, Orion, Phantom, Cycloid, Adax. I mean, you could throw the Alien and the Falcon in there if you really wanted to. I personally wouldn't. But either way, very exciting stuff. The Wave. Yep, the Wave. I think I'm gonna come out and say it. I've been saying it since the vault came out, but I'm going to say it and double down on it right now. Clones are dying. I don't care what your opinion on clones are. Outside of getting titanium Balisongs for under $100, clones are almost to the point where there is no practical reason to buy one. We are finally getting to the point where someone wanting to buy a clone can be offered 6 or 7 different good, legitimately good options to get them not to buy a clone. It's just going to crush the clone makers. It was one of the main goals of the vault. So many others makers doing cool stuff. It's just going to, yeah. Yep. Would you prefer sandwich with adjustable weight spacer or chanwich with adjustable weight? So you're basically asking, would I prefer an Arctic with the pin spacers or like a tsunami with the pin spacers? I think the Arctic is easier because you can just slide it out, put the pins in, slide it back in without having to take everything apart. Like with an Arctic, I don't even have to take out the pivot screws. I take out these screws down here, slide this out, put the weights in, slide it back in, put the screw back in. I like that a lot better. To be fair, from what Will and I found, clone makers are definitely already making very popular stuff on Amazon. Yes, that's true. But for the most part, it's mostly original, which is good. So to be at a point where they're like, the only reason to buy a clone would be to say, hey, I want a titanium Balisong for under $100 is very exciting. Because now we're even at the point where 6061 clones died when the vault came out. 7075 clones are now going to die when the Phantom and now the Orion come out. And that's just sick. Later, Weeb. Good luck on your homework. Or if you like the design of a high-end Bally. Sure. But then you would argue, if you like the design of a high-end Bally, why wouldn't you support the people that made that high-end Bally? Like, if you're buying it because you want to pretend that you have a high-end Bally, then that's not a great reason. Before, people were buying clones and justifying it by saying, yes, you have a good flipping experience that you can get for cheap. No, I get you're playing devil's advocate, and I don't care if you still support clones. But saying, oh, I'm going to get the Seraph, but I'm only going to pay $100 for it, that's the worst kind of mental gymnastics to do. What up, Nope? Thought the Arctic was way less heavy. No, 4.5. It's a heavy boy. I mean, it didn't used to be a heavy boy. Now it's a heavy boy. I would consider a Seraph clone because he doesn't make them anymore. No, the Seraph is not discontinued. He still makes them. The Opus did not replace the Seraph. He was very, very specific about that. The Opus was originally supposed to be the Seraph V2. But he was very specific in saying that it is no longer the Seraph V2 and the Seraph is not going anywhere. He's just not going to make them for a little bit. This is like the NRB thing all over again. No, the price of the product is $300. No, it's $275. He said it was $300 for the prototypes and then the price would go down. That's what I'm saying, Sam. When you're looking at a Seraph and you're saying, wow, that thing's a work of art, I want to buy one. You want to buy it partially because you want to support Dalen as a maker. Or at least I would. I would want to put my money in the maker, not just in the knife. Shipping to Europe costs 80 plus euros for a lot of countries from America. Then, okay, so here's... let me just constantly restate. I don't care if you buy clones or not, but I'm just trying to argue my view that clones are dead. If you care about shipping, buy a Vault from Amazon. Buy a Max Ace knife from China to get, I don't know. Like, if you're worried about shipping, there are plenty of options that aren't clones that help with shipping. Now, if you have your heart set on a specific design, then, yeah, obviously, you have an argument there. But if you're looking only at shipping, there are plenty of options for you. How down bad would you go to convince NRB to bring back the Nemesis? I wouldn't. If he doesn't think the Nemesis should be in production, fine by me, more for me. This thing still, I'll be honest, I thought that the Impusa would kill this thing. Not even close. This thing still has one of my favorite balance profiles on any Balisong I've ever tried. And if he wants to get rid of it for, in my opinion, an awful looking titanium knife, there's not much I can do. There's not much to do at that point, you know? Shipping to Europe costs... I already read that. What? Oh, people don't always want the low end and want the higher end, but then have to pay 80 euros as well, but that's just too much. I mean, yeah, a lot of people are going to look at that, though, and say, you're already spending $800 on a knife. What's another 80 bucks? I would give up my left kidney and testy for the Nemesis. Hey, trust me, I was somewhat hoping for a world in which the Impusa would kind of make this obsolete in my collection so that I could sell it and get the money back out of it, but nope. It being a trainer combined with it having a different balance profile to the Impusa still very, very much so exists in my book. Well, then I offer you this, XV. If you're looking at a $200 plus knife, let's say a Kraken, sure, you're going to save on shipping to get a Kraken clone, but that Kraken clone is only going to give you a low-level experience. The Kraken clone, the clone of the real knife, is going to give you an objectively worse, unless you're talking like a BR, like an Alpha Beast or something. A Kraken clone, let's use the example of. You're paying less, but you're getting a worse experience. So if you want the experience of a true Kraken, you have to fork out the money anyway. If you sold that, it would have been so fast equipped the dibs on it. Yeah, the Nemesis isn't leaving my collection anytime soon. Neither is anything. I'm going to make a blade bias on it in a few days, but the Impusa has not killed anything in my collection. It's only made me like everything else more, as well as appreciating the Impusa. I would give up my left kidney and testy to stay in this hobby and have a girlfriend. I don't think the hobby's the problem there, if that's what you're referring to. I love how people just think like, oh, the hobbies that I'm into are just immediately going to make girls not like me. It's like, no. Everyone has hobbies. As long as you're not like making it your entire personality or scaring them with it mostly. There's really like, that's not going to help you. It only hurts you. Or it's not going to hurt you. It only helps you. I completely got that mixed up. You have plans to get the Vortex anodized? Do you have an aluminum anodizer? Also, has Ty sent you pictures yet? I need to get on him about that so that we can begin the process of getting it to you. He does have to wait because he has to replace one of the screws. He has a hardware kit for it coming, so he has to wait until that shows up to send it out. But have you tried an hourglass Kraken? I have. I don't like it. Who wants a girlfriend anyway? Girlfriends cost money. We need money for Balisongs. That's right, boys. Come on. Heads up. Eyes on the prize here, guys. You know how this works. You do have an aluminum anodizer. Oh, nice. You think a Sphinx Gal V2 for a Nemesis is a good trade? For a V1 or a V2? If it's a V1, no. If it's a V2, yes. I think. I don't know the aftermarket value of a Gale. Well, no, he didn't buy the hardware kit. He needed to replace the Zen pin screws, I believe. Because he had another Vortex that he modded for someone. And then he stripped the screws on that, so he harvested the screws from mine, and now the Zen pins in mine are stripped, so he had to order new screws for the Zen pins. And he's waiting for those to come in. I believe that's the situation right now. You'd have to ask him. I have not seen that Vortex in months. I guess by this chat standards, I found the holy grail of a situation. Brandon, let's be real here. People in the Balisong community, like, I don't... How do I word what I want to say? Dude, like, a normal-ass woman is the holy grail of any Balisong flipper. So, like, yes, you have found the holy grail, but not to the sense that they realize it. Your situation is worth so much more than even they realize, because what they're looking for is the bare fucking minimum. Like, boys, when are we gonna wake up and realize that this is a hobby? Same as playing video games. Same as playing guitar. Don't ask me to play it. I'm not gonna play it. Same as anything else. And as long as you're not weird about it, because they are knives and they can scare people, as long as you're not weird about it, then they will at least be happy that you're into it. I don't know how everyone doesn't seem to understand that. Hobbies help you in the dating scene because they make you seem like a more well-rounded and interesting person. This chat makes me realize why that you remember we made fun of that one video title, how to get a girlfriend with Balisongs? That makes me realize why everyone was coming to Blade Bias off of that and watching that. If you, I'm going to be completely honest with all of you. If you want a girlfriend and you are struggling to get one and you are blaming your hobbies on the reason why you're not able to get one, the hobbies are not the issue. The hobbies are not the issue. Simple as that. Should I get a Dusa V2 or a Basilisk Elite? My brother, I don't know what a Basilisk Elite even is. I can't help you there. If that's a Jerry Hom knife, I got nothing for you. I'm sorry. Love how some young people talk about getting a girlfriend like it's trying to find a material object, like it's $100 bill randomly in the sidewalk. That is true. Am I doing that? I don't think I'm doing that. But yeah, no, I totally see what you mean. Oh boy. Okay, good. I wanted to, hey, sometimes I need to take a step back and look at what I'm saying. Yeah, believe it or not, I am definitely in no way, shape, or form drowning in women. Yeah, I mean, that's what being in a relationship is. You guys you guys realize that, right? They act like we are people that if we aren't 6'3" and make 10K a month are $1 bills. Are you talking about women? Bro, that's like Jesus Christ. It's like saying all men are like cheaters and abusers. You can't just apply that to every single person because that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Oh boy. Guys. If you're lumping all women into they, then it's time to go back to the drawing board on how you see relationships and people. People, yeah, people is more important in that sentence, honestly. I think my standards are too high. I'm only looking for a titanium neutral balance anodized trainer with jimping and hole cutouts. There's this. How did you do that? Well, you see, there's this YouTuber called Camaro E. Guys, I genuinely, I'm going to be completely real with you guys because if there's one thing I am with my audience, it's honest. The fact that I am the one giving you guys even just, like, this is the most basic advice I could be getting. I'm no wise sage. I have never been in a relationship. So how am I the one giving you guys this advice and telling you guys about this sort of stuff? Some of you have to be the ones to realize this stuff because you have experience in that arena. Oh boy. It's not the hobby. That's for sure. It is not the hobby. Chat is being depressed and single again. I'm the one that always has to bring him back up. Come on, guys. Eyes on the prize here. Eyes on the prize. This is the prize. Eyes on it. You've never been in a relationship because of the Balisongs. No. I've been alive for 19 years. I've been in the Balisong community for a year and a half. Something doesn't add up there. I listen to Weezer, flip Balisongs, and play Pokemon. Women are a foreign concept. So true, King. I recently got my wife to start flipping. Exactly. Like if you're just like a healthy, normal individual who's cool and someone likes you for you and then you introduce them to your hobbies, the chances are because they like you, they would be interested in your hobbies by proxy of you. That's how it works. I mean, obviously not everyone's going to care about your hobbies, but at the least, they'll respect it. And if they don't, then that is a whole nother fucking problem that you have to deal with, but... Came up with a name for the video I gave you, since I can't call it My Balisong Collection. Yeah, obviously not every partner is just going to be, like, into the stuff that you're into, but some of them might be. At the very least, your partner should look at what you do and say, hey, that's pretty cool. I'm happy that you have that to do. Brandon's Balisongs of all time. This truly is a Balisong of all time. This is the Balisong of all time. The Lucha. Yeah, the Lucha is one of the most Balisongs to ever bally. This will be a Balisong video made? What, the girlfriend talk? Someone's already on that. There's already a video that Blade Bias people click into Blade Bias from called How to Use Balisongs to Get a Girlfriend. I'm getting a live blade for my 20 out of 20 Arctic V4 squid trainer. Oh, I was like, wait, Arctic squid trainer? No, the Arctic edition squid. I see what you're saying. Good night, Ezra. Have a good one. I don't know, Bimby. I have no idea. This is a Balisong news stream. We talk about Balisong stuff, and it's a big overlap. We have a lot of lonely single guys. Unfortunately. I have so much respect for anyone that's in this hobby. For any woman in this hobby. Oh god, I would never be able to do what they do. I also love how whenever this topic comes up, everyone has to flood the chat with like, well, I've had a girlfriend. It's like, bro, we get it. Calm down. It's okay. I'm happy for you. How different are Tang pins to Zen pins? I mean, at the end of the day, you're stopping your yeah, at the end of the day, you're using a thing of metal to stop the momentum of another piece of metal. Or sometimes plastic. So, there's a few small differences, notably in durability. Tang pins generally last longer. Believe it or not, I believe is like the sage wisdom. Zen pins usually feel better and are more durable in the short term. Tang pins can cause problems with handle slap and stuff like that. I found that Tang pins feel more solid when they stop a Balisong than Zen pins do. Zen pins can sometimes feel kind of bouncy and squishy. If you try a Tang pin Balisong and then go back to a Zen pin Balisong, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And then finally, Tang pins pinch the shit out of you sometimes, and Zen pins you don't pinch because there's no way to get your finger in there. Favorite combo right now? Probably the one that I did in my latest Instagram reel, which is this. You go around 0G Chaplain, thumb rollover, into a whip rollover, into Helix Aerial Pinky Catch, and then go from there. That's the one I've been doing the most. What is your favorite potato chip? I've had a boyfriend. Ooh, congratulations. If you're GF, I'm sorry, Judah. What's your favorite potato chip? This question is important. So there is a potato chip that is barely ever available. It is a baked variant. I don't know what brand it is, but it's called Baked Southwestern Style Ranch. And it is, hand on heart, hope to die, the tastiest chip I have ever had the pleasure of eating. I can't backhand fan. I can backhand fan, but I never find any way to, like, put it into combos. Like, the only thing I can think of is a standard Zen rollover into this. And then use Zen pin. Or Zen pin? Oh my god, what am I saying? And then you backhand fan, but then going out of it, I don't really know what to do. Zen pins are better. It's a preference thing. Neither of them are better unless you have... Okay. Zen pins are better in the sense that your blade won't eat into your handles. Think Will's Monarch V2. Although that's because that's pinsless, but point still stands. If you have Tang pins, you have steel pins hitting usually aluminum or titanium. Steel is harder. It'll eat into it eventually, so Tang pins can cause a problem there. You have to have well-designed Zen or Tang pins. Zen pins don't usually have that problem, although they can. Monarch V1, pardon me. Bushings don't usually fit in the pivot hole of the washer, right? No, because there's nothing going through the blade except the pivot, so it's a smaller hole in the blade. Would you recommend the Nautilus V2 even though you're experienced with the V1? I will say the same thing that I've said since that Nautilus review. If the Nautilus looks like something that'll interest you, go for it. I can't promise that it'll have good tolerances or that you will have a good experience with it, but if you think you would like it, go for it. And before the inevitable question comes, I don't know if they fixed the durability on it. I haven't heard too much about people with not V2s having problems. But then again, I haven't heard too much about people saying that their not V2 hasn't had problems. If you get a well-tuned knot, they're a dream. I didn't like the flipping experience on the knot. Which I wish I included more in the video. At the time I made the video, I still kind of liked the experience on the knot. It was after the video that I kind of realized, oh, this handle bias just isn't for me. Would you recommend it to beginners, or should I get a Jigsaw or Kraken trainer? No, I wouldn't even spend that much if you're a beginner. I would get a cheaper Balisong just to see if you like the hobby, and then upgrade later. I may or may not be including an extremely direct and specific mention of you in my Brandon collection video. Oh god, I can only imagine what he says about me when he picks up the Nautilus. I hope it's really aggressive for, like, no fucking reason. Like, you pick up the Nautilus and you go, unless you're some stupid fucking idiot who doesn't seem to understand the majesty of what the Nautilus has to offer, and there's, like, flames and shit, and it's just really aggressive for no reason. That would be so funny. Have you all seen the Will's Father Vault review? Wait, that is a video that he's uploaded before, isn't it? Thinking of having a spacer where the weight comes with a pivot in the bottom of the handle with a bushing fit in the middle with washers around it. That would be extremely difficult to do. It would be really annoying to change the weight, and it would be pretty difficult to do that, I feel like. Oh no, he's just has his own channel, Charles Hirsch. A review of the best Balisong ever, The Vault, designed by my son Will Hirsch. I haven't seen this video yet. I haven't watched that yet. Watch it. So I'm not gonna steal Charles Hirsch's content. It's really good. How did I miss it? One of the best things to come out of our YouTube channel? Well, it didn't even come out of your YouTube channel. It came out of Will's dad's YouTube channel. Watch it right now. Guys, I don't like to be a reaction channel. I don't like to be a reaction channel because I really only want to react to Balisong stuff, and I don't want to steal people's views. Too fucking bad? You have no power here. You have no power here, child. Okay, Bershi is different because the creator of the video gave me explicit permission to watch the video. I give you full permission to watch it and guarantee that Charles would lose his shit if you knew. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Fine. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. Here you go. Let's watch it. So this is Will Hirsch's dad. Reviewing the Vault. Okay. I'm down.
Forget every.
What's up, everybody? This is Will's dad, and today we're gonna.
The apple does not fall far from the tree. Holy. You're not gonna subscribe? I'm 3 seconds into the video. Come on. You're like the YouTubers who ask me to subscribe before I even watch the video. Let me decide if it's worth the subscription. Fine.
I'm gonna talk about his Volt. Yes, his Volt. The one that he made, designed, and manufactured. Can't wait to look into it, but we're gonna do his Balisong.
I also love the giant H above.
Score, I think is what it is. And there are 6 different categories. So the first one is going to be.
Oh, he does a. Well, oh my God! Will Hirsch's dad does a better Bally short than Will Hirsch himself. That's crazy.
Here's the box.
Look at this. This is unheard of.
Or his icon on it. And it's awesome. And it's great. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen. But let's see how it is to unbox. Ooh. Very, very stylish. It's got an instructions. I don't know what this is for, but we'll see. And it also has the Balisong in it. Yay!
Yay!
It's in something called a pickle sack. I'm not sure, but let's get it out. There it goes.
It's a pickle sack.
Right out of the box and very.
You know, it's the thing that the Balisongs come in. The pickle sack.
Oh, we have.
Also, his shirt.
Loctite.
He's taken a page. I'm sorry for pausing so much. He's taken a page straight out of like the Will and Brandon book. This is, I don't know who would wear it specifically, but I know one of you two would wear it.
Something like that. And it's got extra parts, which is something something I won't ever use, but we'll have them anyways. And it's got, son, I have no idea what this is. And then last but not least,
At least he's honest. Hey, I'll claps for honesty. Give him a pill? Okay. I mean, hey, points for creativity.
I'm going to give that one a 10. That is the coolest thing I've ever had to do.
A 10. Okay.
Experience.
Fair.
The next one is...
I don't know if I'd go so high, but...
Now, let's just see how we would use this to tune something.
Son, I have no idea. Son, I have no idea what this is so funny.
I'm not sure what you could use to tune this with.
Oh my god, he's doing a skit! This is amazing!
Tune the ukulele. Let's
what?
See here.
No, it sounds pretty in tune to me.
Greatest sounding tuning I've ever done.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'll give that one a 10 also for tuning.
Well, shit. Can't argue with that.
Well,
that was a great tuning.
Durable. I can drop it. Nothing happens. That's great. But
indeed.
The real test is what happens when you use it with a mallet.
There's no way.
Out. Ready? Hey! All in one piece.
Wow, incredible. Oh my god.
Next we have
this is amazing. I mean, you can't, can you argue? You can't argue.
Abilities from me. I'm going to show you how he learned all of his flipping moves.
Okay.
That is
holy shit, new tricks.
Spinner.
New right hand spinner. Take it down. Get it down, chat. Get it down. Get it down. The right hand spinner. Oh, this is fun. Now this is pod racing. Holy shit. Spinner, I'm banning you. I'm banning you. Hold on. Where's the ban button?
Like a figure skater. Now,
I can't do the ban button. That's unfortunate.
We'll see if I can do the chaplain. That's the chaplain.
The chaplain.
Right,
oh, reinventing the wheel.
Woohoo!
Holy.
And it closes. I'll give that a 10 for flippability. That was just wonderful.
Hey, he made 3 new moves with it, and he reinvented one that we all know and love. How can you argue with that?
Not last, but next we have availability. Well, as some of you know, the first time he put this order out, it went really, really quick. So
yes, it did.
I'm going to give him a 9 for
he is a one-take Jake. I'm going to give him a 10 for being able to do all of this in one take. Holy.
First one.
I'm so impressed.
9 for availability, but I know there are more out there now. Then we have value.
Oh no, he gave it a 9? Man, that's a low score. I don't think I should buy a Vulp. You give it a 9 for availability? That's a really bad score. That's going to affect how I flip it afterwards.
Well, I
that's
can't
rough.
say anything else about value. My son designed it, so it's great. It's the greatest value you're ever going to get from a Balisong.
Base Dad.
So run out right now and get
Base Dad.
It's on Amazon, and it's also on a couple other places on his YouTube channel, but I don't know what that is because that's way beyond me nowadays. All right.
At least you. Hey, he's honest.
The whole reason why I got this was for this little feature right there. It's a bottle top opener.
It is a bottle top opener.
Let me get my assistant. Thank you, assistant. And today we're going to see what kind of rating bottle top opener is.
I would have died if he did somehow manage to do like a Brandon style joke popping up from the camera and like that would have been crazy.
Oh, it struggles. Oh, it's hard. It's hard.
Good job. Let's go, Dad.
Cheers, son. We're very proud of you.
Let's go, Will. Let's go, Father Hirsch. Father Hirsch.
We're proud of you, Brandon. We're also proud of you, Joe. Can't tell you how much we love you. We miss you. Great job. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. That was the greatest Balisong review that I have ever seen. He is an honest man, and I would trust him with my life. I would certainly trust his opinion with my money. That was amazing. Yeah, can we just take the time?
Will's dad. What's up, everybody? This is Will's dad.
That's just incredible. Oh my god. Who knew? Who knew that he was such a camera? He was such a character in front of the camera. I would trust his reviews with my life. That's amazing. He even tagged his own location. Let's go.
What's up?
That was awesome. I think we're gonna just delete our vault video and replace it with that. Honestly, yeah, do it. Like, you just, it doesn't hold a candle. It doesn't hold a candle to the wholesome energy of Will's dad opening a beer with his son's product. Like, you just can't beat that. Holy cow. I cannot believe that flew under my radar. When did this release? October 30th? How did this fly under my radar for like 3 months? What the hell? Also, he gave it, what did he give it? 6 10s and a 9? 7 10s and a 9? Where would that go on the BS score list? Oh, it makes it the best rated Balisong on the score list by far. That's amazing. Oh my god, wait. How did I never realize that all of this had links? What am I doing with my life? Dude, he even is a flipper with the right-hand spinner and the chaplain. Holy shit! Did you guys see that? Did you guys... Here, I'll be right here. Did you guys see that live? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's a 10. It's a 10 out of 10. It's a... Wait, no. Be honest with yourself. Yeah, there we go. Good job. Good job. He was honest with himself. Live! Holy cow. That's beautiful. It's the highest rated Balisong ever put on the BS score list. No, dad's rule. Can't argue with that. Hey, if dad says this is a 59 out of 60, then that's what goes. That is what... That's the law of the land there, baby. Dad's rule, Ethan is alright. Okay, listen here. I will not be bullied by a fucking spreadsheet. You have no power here. Actually, you have a lot of power here. I'm in your territory, so you know what? Hey, spreadsheet, or Google Sheets. It's a great platform. Microsoft Spreadsheets is better though. You have no power here. That was awesome. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Is that how you want to play it? You want to start a war? My first beef in the Balisong community is gonna be with a spreadsheet? Okay. Let's go. Holy shit, I'm gonna get taken down for copyright. Oh no. Oh no. It's copyright bullying me. Rap battle right now. I'm not gonna rap battle a spreadsheet. That's not how it works. I can't rap battle a spreadsheet. Oh, it's back. Wait, look at the real scores. Here are the real scores. The Vault sucks. It's confirmed. They changed their own scores to make their own products look better. Such a shame to see that come out of Brandon and Will. Oh. Wow. Well, now I just feel bad. Well, hey, spreadsheet, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You didn't have to. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. Good to know. Oh, I gotta put back my... Ew, why is there a white line on the right? Hold on. Wait, why is this so precise? There we go. You are accepting the fat L if you don't rap battle it. I am not rap battling. No. No, we're not gonna rap battle. Scroll down. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? What? One soul, okay. Actually, it's joints. The pivot type would be joints, but I guess bones is. Now there we go. Now that, yeah, there we go. What do you rate me? I have a 7 unboxing, a 10 tuning, a 3 durability. Yeah, you know what? That's probably fair. 10 flippability. I am very light. Very light build. Availability 1. That's fair. You're calling me unique. That's, you know what? No, that's actually a compliment because you're calling me unique and one of a kind. Hee hee. Value 10. Boom. You can't argue with the BS score list. The BS score list knows exactly what's going on. If it says I'm pure muscle and I'm white, well, I mean, I can't argue with that one. Pure muscle, bones, 10 out of 10 value. Never. You never can argue. The BS score list is always right. Tuning? Yeah, tuning. Yeah. Holy shit. It's almost over 9,000. Wait, what's the review link to? Awesome. Dope. I am a 404 error not found. What can I say? Why is it why is it that every single time I open up the BS score list, Brandon fucks with it in some way? This is the best bit. This is the best running bit that we have. Oh, if it was a YouTube link, I wouldn't have clicked it. Don't worry. I know what's up. Did it change? It did not change. This is great. This is the funniest stream I've been in a while. Oh, I've ever been in. Damn. Brandon carrying. Yeah, imagine if this doesn't get deleted. Real nice. Oh. No! No! No. Okay, stream over. Goodbye. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Hey, fuck that BS score list. That BS score list don't know nothing. You can't trust any scores on that fucking stupid list. That was clever. That was clever. As soon as I was like, nope, that's not a YouTube link. Let's go. As soon as I saw YouTube open, I knew what was happening, and I wasn't quick enough. I do want to just point out that all of you just got rickrolled too. So don't be looking at me like I took the L. You all collectively took the L there. Brandon just got all of us. Yeah, actually, technically, yeah, Brandon, you just rickrolled yourself. You clicked the link? No, not important. That's not important. What is important is that you all just got rickrolled. Now, whoever is to blame for the rickroll is not important, quite frankly. What can I say? What can I say? It's just like, yeah. No. No, the blame does not lie on me for this. What is important is that you all got rickrolled. Hold the L. Take the L. Brandon just gave you and himself a giant L. And what can I say? Quite frankly, you all deserve it. Oh, he got a whoa. And so did you. I'll take that. Yeah, you know, I took the L. I also take an L. But you guys all also lost. Simple as that. What was the initial Imgur link to? Was it always supposed to be a rickroll? And it just fucked up? Massive. Oh, it was always supposed to be a rickroll. Oh, shit. So you're telling me that I called your bluff and then still fell for the bluff. You know what? I'll hold it. I'll hold it on that one, guys. I'll take it. I mean, you all also heard it, so like, you know, you take your own L's, but I'll take one there. I called your bluff and still fell for it. I'm so disappointed in myself. I'm so disappointed in myself. Oh. Sorry, I'm just pondering. Just pondering the best way to DDoS a Google Doc sheet. Take it off the internet. It's a mystery. Who knows? Who knows what we'll do? Holy shit. That was something else. Oh my god. That was something else. Imagine if someone just joined as you click the link. Hey, they took a huge L on that one then. Holy shit. Anyway. Good job, Will Hirsch's dad. What was your first live blade Balisong? It would be the dual tone black satin Kraken that I got at Blade Show. Also, can I just say, I would like to give a massive L to every single person that didn't know what my story was referring to. Like, do you guys not know the news cycle? Or do you just all not watch Logan Paul? Because for that, that's fair. I also don't. But I had like 5 or 6 DMs that were like, what the fuck does this mean? As if this wasn't the joke of one of the most prevalent things that has happened in the past 2 weeks. The scam menace. You know what I've been thinking about since this video came out is I distinctly remember doing a live stream where someone was like defending Logan Paul. Where someone was like, no, dude, he's like a reformed creator. Like, you should totally watch him now. I don't remember who it was, and that person should be glad because I would be making fun of them right now. But they're like, no, he's like reformed and he's like so much better now and he makes better content. And that was when he was scamming people. So I thought that was funny. It's also coming out, I mean, like, this is alleged, but it's also coming out that there was a pig that he had that ended up in, like, a rescue place because it was horribly abused. Or something like that. I don't know the whole story. Let me hear it. Well, if you would like to hear it, go check out CoffeeZilla. Because he has made a intensive 3-part investigation that can give you the whole story. It is the best hour of YouTube that I have watched in a long time. Some of the best. Can I give you a TLDR? No. No smile. I can't. If it was Balisong related, maybe, but no. Smile. Guess what? This is not about my shotgun. I'm going to give you the same response I gave you last time. And say it could be anything. I have no idea. What up, James? Best time on YouTube recently was the R2 game 2022 recap. Yeah, maybe for you, not for me. Logan gave the most brain-dead response. Okay, are we really surprised that Mr. Severe and Continuous Lapse in My Judgment made a bad response to a bad situation? Like, wasn't that expected? And the fact that he deleted it is just the icing on the cake. It's like, I tore a muscle in my back. Oh, boy, that's rough. See, I wouldn't have guessed that. You can't lead with, hey, guess what? And then expect me to guess that you tore a muscle in your back. I'm already over him and his crypto shit. I'm on the YouTube hate train. Oh, my God. You do realize you can be mad at 2 things at once, right? Like, you can hold a creator accountable for their actions, but then also hold a big platform accountable for their actions. Like both of those can coexist. It's so sad that in order to just like not get not canceled, that's the wrong word. In order to not have to make right what you've done wrong, you just have to stay out of the news cycle for like a week and then people will forget about it. How long did it take you to switch from trainers to live blades? That answer entirely depends on how often or how good your trainer practices are. If you're someone who already knows the difference between the bite and safe side and already avoids the bite handle as if you're flipping a real Balisong, then your adjustment is going to be very easy. If you don't practice with a trainer like you should, if you want to switch to a live blade, you don't have to respect a trainer like a live blade. But if you want to switch to live blades, yes, you do. So if you use a trainer just doing whatever with the bite side and not caring, then you are going to have a rough time switching. I have a Barracuda now in exchange for my soul. I haven't flipped one. I have heard good things though, but like, is it really worth your soul? Is a piece of aluminum worth at most $160 worth your soul? Is that? I don't know. What do you think about the swordfish? I don't like it very much. I think it's cool. I think people will like it, but I personally don't like it very much. It's way too handle biased for me. What does G10 feel like? If it's bad, it feels chalky and gross. If it's good, it feels like fabric-y almost. Not even fabric-y. I don't know. Plastic? Kind of. I did whatever on the bite side and got a serious. My hands were fucked up. That's how it works. You gotta have... If you want to switch to a live blade, you gotta treat a trainer like you're going to have a live blade. Save for a Bowie Kraken. That is a good idea. I like that idea. Do that. Yo, what up, Ty? Ty and probably most likely Brandon. Sometime this week, I would like to do a stream with some guest stars. If either of you are interested. Also, Ty, 5-stack, Overwatch 5-stack, Yumi, Pyro, Bimby, maybe J-Park. I already told them about it. They want to see it. Mind helping me find it? Where did the stream happen? Maybe. I couldn't even tell you if I was in my dorm room or if I was in my, or if I was here or in my new apartment. I have zero idea when it happened. I don't think it's worth looking for it. Guest streams sound cool. My initial idea, like I've always wanted to have guest streams. I've wanted to have community streams, but the problem with community streams is you get in a Discord call and then 15 people get in a Discord call with you, and then you're trying to stream, respond to chat, and listen to 3 different conversations all at once. It just doesn't work. But guest star streams kind of went down because I just was having fun on my own, but I would legitimately like to do guest star streams. All right, Brandon. That sounds good. My RAM go crazy. Dude, I just tried Ramatra and Junker Queen the other day for the first time, and they are so fun. Ramatra has the fun factor that like Kiriko did, where he's just like a well-designed character and he's just fun to play. So yeah, we gotta do that. I want to do it. I would like to do it on stream, but it can be off stream. When is the Overwatch 2 stream? I just talked about it for like 5 seconds. I don't know when it's gonna be. I'm hoping it'll be this week, but can't guarantee anything. My play of the game streak go nuts. It did go nuts. Anyone else plan on playing tank? I think Pyro plays tank. But I think he also plays DPS, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. How long have you been flipping for? I've been flipping since August of 2021. Almost 2 years. Which... Oh, it's so funny. Because I had people in my life who were like, you're going to get out of Balisongs within like a few months. Mark my words. Now I'm sitting here 2 months later with a collection worth probably over $2,000. Fuck you. Pyro used to... Dude, Pyro told me when I was playing with him the other day, he peaked like top 500. Bro used to be like a legitimate Overwatch grinder. He's a Giga gamer. I mean, did you see him at the Bally Awards? You tell me that isn't a Giga gamer? Holy shit. Probably smells like feet. So true, King. My currency of Bowie Kraken is around $2,100. The hell? Going to bed? Alright, Bodie, have a good one. What is your DSP main? What is DSP? In my currency, a Kraken is between $200 and $300. I live in Florida. Hey, that might as well be a different country. DPS, I do not play DPS because I think it's boring. I play tank and support. Whenever I play DPS, I run around and I don't feel like I'm contributing anything to the overall game. Whereas on support, I can get kills and heal. And on tank, I can make space for the team. I hate playing DPS with a passion. The only character that I somewhat like playing on DPS is Echo and Reaper. Is there a trick you're learning right now? I'm trying to learn how to actually do a proper scissor. Instead of doing my bullshit with this. Where I just like rebound it back into a chaplain. I'm trying to learn how to like actually bring it up like this. Good night, Judah. Have a good one. What up, Tien? Did you get to try a jigsaw? I don't even know what a jigsaw is. People keep mentioning the jigsaw. I've never seen one, I don't think. Unless it's that one that Blocks Toys got. And then, like, immediately sold. Or maybe he didn't sell it. I have no idea. Nice Nemesis might get mine speed channeled. Yeah, this is, I mean, this is a V2, so it's not modded in any way. But if you want to talk to someone who has a speed channeled Nemesis V1, talk to Ted Flips. Isn't the, like, the jigsaw is like a month old at most, right? How would I have tried one? I didn't even know it was out yet. Because Blocks Toys was all excited because he got like the first ever one. And it was like a pre-production one. Ted offered if you want to be in his pass round. Oh, he did. I completely forgot to hit him up about that. I really don't like pass arounds. Blocks is an interesting child, to say the least. Poison, you don't have to @ Ethan. It doesn't do anything. Just so you know. Someone's sending me a Sagaya to try. It seems like a lot of people have been getting Sagayas lately. I've seen a lot of Sagayas in my my stories. Poison, the AI will not give an opinion, and it also doesn't know enough Balisongs to actually say. The Sagaya, here's my problem with the Sagaya. It seems like one of those Balisongs that people get, but then they inevitably sell. Like, it seems like one of those things that people get and they're like, oh, this is Grail status. I love this thing so much. And then like a month later, it's for sale on their story. So I'm wondering if there's a pattern there. Sagaya seems like a fancy Nami. I will be honest in saying with you, it should be the other way around. The Nami is like, not like a fancy... No, comparing the Sagaya and the Nami, you can't. They're very different Balisongs. The Tsunami is produced in-house. The Sagaya is a design that gets outsourced to manufacturing. You literally cannot compare the two. BA Bally's modeled the Sig a bit after the Sagaya. And that's the thing. All respect to BA Bally's. I think he makes... I have no problem with the dude, but comparing a Balisong that is made in-house, that has, like, hundreds and thousands of man-hours put into perfecting it and making it the best that it can possibly be, comparing that to a Balisong that someone whipped up in a computer program and then sent off to other people to make, you cannot compare the two. Same with the Opus, same with the Seraph. You can compare the flipping experience. I think the Sagaya flips like a mix between a Seraph and a Tsunami. But as far as comparing like the value of them or saying that one is like a fancier version of the other, you can't, that's not fair. Blox Toys had a CNC machine that he bought with his own money and couldn't figure out how to use it. How much is bro making? I assume we're not talking a full CNC machine that goes for like 20 grand. I assume we're talking like some cheaper... I assume we're talking about like some cheaper alternative to a CNC machine, because there is no way that Blox Toys purchased a full-on CNC machine. Yeah, it was a table. It was probably a tabletop CNC. My dad's been looking into a tabletop CNC, and if he does it, I'm going to try and design something and whip one up. If you could get any Balisong in the world, what would you get? Right now, probably... Is this a knife that looks like Yagai from Transformer Prime Blade? Well, I mean, maybe. I don't have a design. I don't have... I would try and design something if my dad got a tabletop CNC machine. I don't have something ready to go. My collection is at a place right now where I'm not really... I don't really feel like I need anything else. But if you did just give me an unlimited budget and said buy whatever you want, I'd probably buy either a Tsunami or a LDY Cygnus. I'm curious how he gets the money for to get the grouse he does. I mean, yeah, soiling. He just sells them. He got... bro Goddess Sagaya said it was going to stay in his collection for the rest of time and then sold it a day later. Maybe 2 days. The Cygnus has single-handedly made me a believer in live blades with holes in them. If you put a hole pattern in your live blade, I am instantly all in on that. I think it looks so cool. Cygnus is Omega Gas. I have one. It's on its way. I am slightly... I can't be too jealous because I just got like an insanely cool Grail. So I can't be too jealous, but I am slightly. I love the Cygnus blade, Bimby. Also, Ty, is it yours? I did ask a mysterious question about your mailbox. Oh, I forgot about the Cygnus, to be completely honest with you. It's yours. It's yours. Oh, that's hype. That's super hype. Cygnus is at the highest of my want list. It's probably the Balisong that I would be interested in purchasing the most right now. But my collection, like I said before, is in such a good place now that I have this. Now that I actually have like a Grail level knife that flips probably the best of anything in my collection, I don't really have a want to buy too much else currently. I'm just kind of enjoying what I've got. What about a Reaper? So a Reaper was on my list simply because it was like a budget tsunami to me. But now that I have the Kukri Medusa, my want for a sandwich titanium Kukri Balisong has kind of been filled, you know? So I certainly would buy a Reaper if I found one at a good price because I still really like them. But the Impusa has kind of filled that hole in my heart for it. Yeah, Otto's been here since the very beginning. They hand out stuff like it's candy on Halloween. Sometimes I wish I had the balls to just ask people to send me shit. Because I would hit up LDY and be like, ayo. When the Sirius V3 came out and be like, ayo, Sirius V3? But I don't have the balls. I don't like to do that. It just feels weird to me. What is the up? Not much. How about you, Oddpoa? Oh, an Orion. No, you're totally right. No, I would ask for an Orion. A Coneblade Orion. I'd be like, ayo, Coneblade Orion? That'd be pretty cool. But I don't like using my position to get free stuff, even if it is from like a company that like probably doesn't need the money too badly because they're pretty successful. I already feel bad enough about the Impusa. Let's not add anything else to that. Yeah, the Orions, we talked about the Orion a lot earlier in the stream. But that's a huge win. Love the look of that thing. I'm going to have Johnny Cerakote my Cygnus Blade white and Anno at teal. With white G10 or black G10? It's better, the Kraken trainer or the Sirius V2 trainer? I personally like the Sirius V2 trainer better. That tie, that's going to go so hard. That's going to go so hard. Yeah, reverse death flips. I need to get a really cool, in the future, I need to get a titanium Balisong that I can anno green. I need to get like a really cool green anno. I'm thinking a green anno, if it's possible, with like some yellow or orange splashed throughout. I think that would be hype. Because everyone's over here like Brandon's got his red and green or red and black collection. Ty's going to have his teal collection. Death Flips has his teal collection. Green? No one has a green collection. Well, I mean, I do. I've got the Vulp, the Arctic. Stuff like that. But like a really cool green anno. You got your polish shit. I have been considering maybe sending this back to Solaire. I've been considering, I mean, I love the Sunset Anno, but I might send him this back and redo, like pay him to do a different Anno on it. I don't know, maybe. I actually, like, highly doubt that that's going to happen. But I would love a green Anno, like green, like an in-between of the Vulp and the Arctic, and then throw some orange in there. Or some yellow. Similar to how... I don't know how possible it is, but similar to how this has the purple in it. Do that. Silver handles and inked blades. I'm not a huge fan of that, although it is, like, for me personally, but that is a very cool combo. You know what I've been thinking about lately? I'm not going to do it on stream because I got to go do other things in a bit, but I need to do another Minecraft stream. That Minecraft stream was way too fun. Will owns one of the... Oh, I think that was in his case, right? He brought that to Blade Show. Yeah, you can put a lower volt color on top of a higher volt color. No volt colors. I mean, you could also do like nail polish, right? Cerakote is greater than Anno. I totally disagree with you on every fundamental level. I'm trying to find a chart right now. Here we go. Green is at the high end and yellow's in the middle. That kind of sucks. Will the Orion come with a trainer and a live blade? I think so, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Cerakote's great for a blade, but if you're going to take titanium handles and Cerakote them, or aluminum handles and Cerakote them, cough cough, Dead Fly Company. They confirmed it'll have 2 blades included. Oh, dope. Awesome. Yeah, yellow's in the middle, green's at the high end. It also depends. I don't know how good of a green you can get on titanium. I mean, I guess you have, like, the best example of a green Balisong that I've seen is I use this to flip. And his Medusa. Like the very ends of the handles, but even, I mean, that's mostly teal. Can anyone think of someone who has a really, really cool green anode Balisong? Titanium, that is. Or would I be the first if I did it? Oh, XK's post. You're so right and so true. This is apparently the best green he's ever done. How does it look with no filter is the question. Ooh, it's actually hype. It's like green and yellow. I actually kind of love that. I actually kind of love that. This green's also really good. But in person, it looks like not awesome, you know? Like, it's cool with the blue, but it's not very vibrant. If you did the handles like that on its own, it probably wouldn't look the best. Green's going to be tough to do, it looks like. Like, look at this. Like, this looks so vibrant here, but if you go to the no filter... actually, that's not bad. I like that. Where can you order LDY's Balisongs? I would DM him. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can get very strong greens. Like, here's a green. This is just an all-green Balisong. How does it look with no filter on it? Oh, he doesn't have any no filters. What I probably should be looking for is what Solaire's done, because I'm definitely, if I do send it to anyone, I'm going to send it back to Solaire. Have you done any green, buddy? No. I mean, it could be a first for him as well. Oh, no, here we go. That's actually... not bad. I mean, it looks more blue up here because of the Zen pins, according to his post, but I actually kind of dig that. Dig like the bluish green that's going on here. You throw some some nail polish on that and then re-anno it yellow. Or I think it would have to be the other way around. I think you would anno it yellow, put nail polish on it, then anno it green. Right? I don't know, but that would look pretty cool. It would be a first for Solaire, though, it looks like, if I did a cool green sort of thing. Doesn't look like something he's done before. Huh. Yellow polish green. Yeah, you could do like a splatter. So you do yellow, anno it yellow, splatter it, and then anno it green. Ooh, that would look really cool. And then acid wash the blade. Which is why I kind of want to do this, because this would look good acid washed. I mean, like, the problem is, I mean, it's a good problem to have. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining at all. But my plan was to get a nice titanium Balisong like a Medusa, and then anno it like some crazy, like, Starry Night thing or something like that. But then this came in, and I wouldn't even dare touch the anno on this thing because it's so beautiful. I love the purple and teal. It's like everything that I didn't know that I wanted. So I wouldn't have the heart to strip that and then redo it. Because it's legitimately probably one of my favorite anos I've ever seen. Like the very subtle purple with the blue is my favorite. Maybe not my favorite I've ever seen like on Instagram, but in person, absolutely. Ty, how does your Medusa look in person? Because I was looking at the ano at it, and it looked like very different between the pictures and the video. I really like your Medusa. Your ano on your Medusa. By the way, for anyone wondering, here's Ty's Medusa. I really do like it. But I think the purple, like for my taste, now that I have my Medusa, I think the purple's a bit too like there's too much purple. If it was a bit more subtle, I think it would look so good. Also, do you know, Ty, if he did he polish the screws? That's not what the screws normally look like. Fellowship screws like almost have like an acid wash to them. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I can't lie. Especially, I mean, if you had, I mean, I guess this has like the shiny part of the blade. If you had a, if you had like a shiny blade, that would be pretty dope. Although it already looks pretty dope. Ty, DM me a picture of your Medusa if you are able. If not, all good. Yeah. There's like a there's a very big difference. Just got my Empress Medusa. What do you think of it, Buckaroo? How you liking that thing? Yeah, it's a pretty nice screen. I scrolled past this one because the focus is sort of on this blade here. And it's got silver flats, but the sides look pretty good. If I did get green, I wouldn't polish the flats though. I don't want silver flats. I want green and some other color. And I would do green and blue, but green and blue I feel like has been done to death. Flips a lot like the regular Medusa, and the blade required 0 time to grow on me. I think it's a sweet, sweet Balisong. Honestly, probably one of my favorites I've ever tried. Yeah, Stitch's new paradigm. Stitch is just an insane dude. The fact that he makes all this stuff by hand is wild. But then you throw out like this heat ano wild shit that's going on here. This is so cool. And this blade is actually blue. Like that, I think that's a blue blade. Dude, coolest customs winner for a reason. Got the electric purple, and the ano has a sort of cloudy finish. Ooh, that's cool. I just got the Antarctic, not planning on getting one anytime soon, but would like a recommendation. What's a good intermediate flipper for around that price? You have it. You have an Antarctic. You could also look at things like the Sirius V2, but that's out of stock. The Kraken trainer you might not like if you have an Antarctic. Like the Antarctic's kind of the thing in that price range, unless like you could go for a Prisma. Fuck off, Instagram. I can't watch it because it's a disappearing message. Look at this. It shows up. And then as soon as I click on it, no, you can't watch this on desktop. So what's the point? There it is. I can see it. It even played for a second. So that proves that this is just some arbitrary thing that they have coded into the website for no reason. It has the capability of showing up. It has the capability of playing, but they don't let you because why would they? Stupid. I think I might get a Prisma maybe in half a year or something. In half a year, Gecko, the market at the mid-range is going to be so much different. So I would definitely wait until you're closer to buying to get recommendations from people. Copy. It's a video, unfortunately. I could copy paste the picture or just open in a new tab. But it's a video. This is not. Log Design is their $200 Bally and it's alive. Do they have a new $200 Bally? All the Log Design stuff I've seen has gone for way more than that. There we go. That's very... It is a bit more gold than I guess I would think. Also, that blade is wild. Trust me, Gecko, as someone who was in the same position when they were looking for their first... Like, you have your Antarctic, so you're good for a little bit. You will learn so much. If you decide to stick with it and you actually enjoy it, you will learn so much in the next 3 months. And you will be all set. As soon as you commit to the Balisong hobby, you can learn a lot about it pretty easily. So, all of that knowledge will come. Yeah, that blade's crazy. I think for me, like, if I... And again, this is a, like, I'm not dogging your Anno. If I were to do this Anno, I'd get something like mine done, where you have the purple on, like, the edges and kind of splattered throughout, but not as obvious as this is. And then the gold. That would look so dope. But right now, we match, Ty. We got the purple accents on our Medusas, you know? See how it goes? What are you thinking of replacing it with? You said you wanted to re-Anno it. Do you have, like, an idea in mind? I have $250. What's a good Balisong trainer in that price range? In that price range, you're going to want to look at things like the... You're going to want to look at things like the Kraken trainer. You're going to want to look at things like the Sirius V2. $200. I'm not going to say a Nautilus. I mean, you could go for a Nautilus. To be honest, you definitely could go for a Nautilus, but Swordfish, definitely not. If you want to spend $250, I would not recommend a Swordfish. Nautilus, Kraken Trainer, Sirius V2. I would say the Nemesis, but the Nemesis is discontinued. Why am I genuinely struggling to think of Balisongs in the $200 price range more than I'm struggling to think of things in sub 100? That feels like it's backwards. Koenig, that's a good one. Koenig V2. Got my swordfish. Squid forgot to include the extra hardware and weight pins. I'm sure if you email them, they'll make that right. Squid has very good customer service. In your opinion, which is the best Squiddy? Squiddy B, no ifs, ands, or buts. Also the Squiddy U, because it's the same thing. But the Squiddy B, the OG Squiddy has an awful balance on it if you want to learn tricks like fans and choker fans and stuff like that. Squiddy B is reasonably neutral, weighted well enough, and flips overall really well. Been thinking about getting a Kraken trainer, but a lot of people are telling me not to. It's your money. Don't let other people tell you what not to spend it on. People hate the Kraken trainer because it's not the Live Blade Kraken. If you want to buy the Kraken trainer, go for it. I would say that a Kraken trainer, a Squid Trainer V4 might be a better option than the Kraken trainer. But this Kraken trainer is still a good knife. Especially because you're getting 70-75. Try the Kraken trainer. If you don't like the balance, get the zippy inserts. That's a good game plan. Good night, Jarhu. Sleep well. I'm probably going to get going here soon as well. Let me just check in on my other friends and see if they are almost done with their game. Squid has so many options and some similar price ranges, and they all flip differently. It's kind of a problem. They're only really competing with themselves at a certain point. Like the Swordfish and the Squid Trainer basically just compete with each other. Just got my Nibali's Wave, and I love it. The Wave I've heard is pretty good. 70-75 is going to be a vault killer. Disagree. The value of the vault does not come from the materials. It comes from a good flipping experience at a good price with a package of other things that you need for your flipping journey. 70-75 will kill the vault Balisong on its own, sure. But Oh, Kermit, do not ask Pyro about the Kraken trainer. He is unreasonably biased against the Kraken trainer because he hates it with every bone in his body and he doesn't think that it should exist. Imagine a 70-75 Vault winking emoji. Brandon. Durability being 5x that of... No, as a Balisong itself, I totally agree with you. But none of the 70-75 Balisongs that we've seen so far are going to provide the same entry-level experience that the Vault does. With good jimping, good grip, a good balance for beginners. I wouldn't say a good balance overall, but a good balance for beginners. And lube, most importantly, lube, a pivot needle, a T10-bit thread locker, and an instruction manual. Also, does that wink mean that a 70-75 Vault is on the table? Because, like, that would be wild. You could immediately put yourself... Everyone's like, oh, yeah, the Phantom's going to kill the Vault. And then you just immediately strike back with one of those. That would be crazy. Talk about a beater. A Vault 70-75. Why did everyone think you looked like a 15-year-old for the dorm streams? Maybe you're still... Maybe, stop looking. Don't wink at me, Brandon. What the hell? You can't just drop a bomb like that and then wink. My only... Okay, so I will be completely honest and voice my concerns because that's what I do. I would be concerned if it replaced the current Vulp. Like, theoretically, if we're talking about a 60 or 70-75 Vulp, if they replaced the 60-61 Vulp and upped the price, I wouldn't necessarily think that that's the best idea. If they added an option to upgrade the Vulp to 70-75 for an extra price, but you can still get the 60-61, that's it. Wink sound effect. 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 Standard Vulp will not be replaced. Bless up. Bless up, boys. We win. That's a win. That is a crazy, crazy win. Holy. That's an insane win. Oh my god, that's so good. What's the best grail you have? My Impusa. I would say my Nemesis, or I would say my Damascus Kraken, but it's definitely my Impusa now. These are my two grails. Oh, the Kraken is so good. I couldn't help but flip it for a few seconds. None of this is confirmed, but in exploration stages. Of course, of course. Of course, 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 of course. It was being explored well before these various 70-75 products were announced. Hey, perfect timing then. Perfect timing. I'll take the boring look for being 5 times stronger. I would agree with you, but grip is certainly going to be a problem. Later, Gecko. Have a good one. Can you... Wait, what did that message say? Can you compare the Kraken Trainer to the Nautilus? I can't because I am biased against the Nautilus, and I don't want to do that to you. That's the one thing I will say. Pyro, that I would really... I think a lot of people would appreciate if Pyro said, hey, I hate the Kraken Trainer, and then went on to say all the things that he says to say about the Kraken Trainer. Because he's discouraged so many people from buying them, even though the Kraken Trainer is a perfectly fine Balisong. Did you see that? I love Pyro. I think he's a great guy. I've talked to him quite a bit, and I think he is funny as hell and just genuinely fun to be around. But his Kraken Trainer opinion is so strong, and I wish he would just disclose that before he like tells people not to buy it. Which is why I'm going to do the same for the Nautilus. I gave the Nautilus a poor review. I cannot accurately give you a comparison of the two. I can give you the very basics. The Nautilus is lighter, the Nautilus has G10, and the Nautilus is more expensive. That's probably what I can tell you without dipping into the realm of bias. Knot is not worth it when Phantom comes out. I don't really get why the Phantom is the thing that kills the Knot for you, but 229 against 80? No, that's just not even fair, because you're talking about a G10 Balisong that's also 70-75. Like, they don't compete with each other. That's like saying the Vulp kills the fucking Seraph. It's a titanium handmade custom, not custom, but like well-designed Balisong. They don't compete against each other. Pyro's hate of the Kraken is millions of miles ahead of Ethan's hate for the Nautilus. I wouldn't even say that I hate the Nautilus. I would say that I have a distaste for it because I had a bad experience. I would say I just have a distaste for it because my experience was kind of bad. And I don't particularly like the flipping profile of the Nautilus. Yeah, if a knife has baller materials but sucks to flip, I do not care. Yeah. That's why I say the Phantom could very well not kill the Vulp, because the Phantom might come out and it might be slippery as all hell and not flip the greatest. Maxays don't make bad flippers? Fair, but you still have to have an ounce of skepticism for products that aren't released. Is G10 good for scales? I mean, G10's the most popular thing made for scales. I personally think carbon fiber is a little bit better, but it's also a little more fragile, if I understand correctly. Probably going to get the Nautilus since I just like it more than the Kraken trainer. Hey, fair enough. You ever try a Hom Valley? I have tried a Prodigy C and a weird G10 Balisong that they had a Blade show, and I very much so liked both of them. Farbos promised Ty versus Ethan flip-off when both reach 1.5 thousand subs. Farbos isn't me and Ty. Hell, hey. I mean, Ty, we do have to do something with... We have to do a game of flip soon. But... goddamn. You can't evaluate a knife that's not out. Yeah, correct. Which also means that... I mean, you can talk about it. Like, I'm concerned it's going to be slippery. I think that is a fair concern to have. But I don't think we can say, oh, it's a Vulp killer, or oh, it's an Adax killer, or oh, it's a anything killer until we have it in hand. How good should I be at flipping after a year if I practice daily? I'm going to be completely brutally honest with you, Gecko, in saying that that is a really stupid question to ask. Because everyone's level of improvement is going to be different, and there is no standard. I've been flipping for 2 years, and there are people who have also been flipping for 2 years that are way better than I am. There's no level that you have to be at, and there's no level that you should make it to or shouldn't make it to. You could be the greatest flipper this world has goddamn seen if you practice every day for a year. You could also be a really, in the eyes of most people, a really bad flipper. So it's just not a fair question to ask. It's not fair on yourself. Forgive my idiocy? No, you're good, dude. That's the sort of thing where I have to be brutally honest and say that there is no right answer to that, and it's not a good question to ask. Because that's why people get out of Balisongs. The Balisong community has a lot of children in it. I think that's fairly obvious. But what happens is these younger people and some older people will get into the community and then they'll plateau. They'll practice a lot, they'll plateau, and then they get bored because they're not improving. And you plateau at everything you do. It's just natural. That's how it works. So they get to that plateau, they get bored, and then they quit the community because they feel that they should be higher, or they feel that they're not as good as they should be, or like they're not improving as fast as they should be. And they get bored and they leave. And we lose people because people set this expectation that they're going to get better than they will in an unrealistic amount of time. It's going to take a while. It's been happening a lot lately. I've seen a lot of people on Instagram talk about, I'm not getting any better. I'm probably going to quit soon. Same plateau applies to everything. Yeah, that's what I said. It is literally everything in your life you're going to plateau at. Every single thing. Valorant, entirely subjective. Yeah, of course. It's going to go different for each. I've plateaued, but I still enjoy being at my plateau. And I understand the plateau, so I don't let it get me down. But I also don't hold value on my flipping skill, which I think helps a lot. But you get a lot of younger people who are like, oh, this guy's been flipping for 2 years and he's way better than I am. I should just give up. And that's not a good mindset to have for anything. So I'm just trying to help you avoid that pitfall of setting an expectation for yourself and then realizing it might be a little harder than you expected. Has the community gotten better? I'm not in it. Too much toxicity, but I still watch Camaro E and Will sometimes. I wouldn't say it's gotten better. I would say it's become different. I would say the community is at a different place than it was a few years ago. Like, there is still toxicity, but it's a different kind of toxicity. Instead of people getting canceled for buying a clone, you have people who will yell at you for having the wrong opinion, even though it's an opinion, and an opinion can't really be wrong unless it's based on facts that are wrong, but that's a whole nother conversation. Will worked as sound crew on Suicide Squad. Godzilla, King of the Monsters, I think another DC movie, but yeah, he's worked on high profile movies. Even if I fall out for whatever reason, I still have these cool-ass knives to display or do whatever I want with. That's kind of been my thing. If I do ever leave the community, I'm going to sell a bunch of knives. Like, the Bermuda is not going to be in my collection. I'll probably sell off one of my Arctics. The Prisma probably won't stay. The Kraken Trainer won't stay. But the Nemesis, the Damascus Kraken, the Green Arctic, the Impusa, like, are all things that I'm going to own for the rest of my life. And I think that is super, super cool. The Impusa is something... I'm not someone who thinks that I'm going to have kids one day, but if I did, the Impusa is something that I would pass down. Like, that's a, hey, my son just turned 18. I'm going to pass down this knife that I've had for years. Even if I don't even make videos then. I mean, if I still make videos then when I'm fucking 30, then maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it, but might be a cool uncle though. Hey, who knows? Are you close to leaving? No, I'm not close to leaving whatsoever. I will be flipping for the next 2 years minimum. Will I be making videos for 2 years minimum? Maybe not. Will I be streaming? Probably. I've gotten to a point where I enjoy streaming a lot more than the reviews. Like, reviews have kind of become this thing that I'm not super excited about making anymore. I mean, I still want to do them because they're very informative, and I still do enjoy them to a certain extent. But I will not be pumping out only review content on my main channel for the next 2 years. What I will mostly be doing is probably stream highlights. I have a lot of planned for stream highlights, and I have a few bigger events in the works. Have you thought about editing streams into some sort of video? Yes, that is where my content is going. That is immediate. The next video that'll be on my channel is most likely going to be either a Bally short and an actual Bally short. It'll be a collection of Bally shorts, actually, if you guys want a little hint. Or it'll be an edited down version of that AI stream where the AI made a video and I talked about it, and I'm going to put some effort into making that like an actual video. That's most likely what's going to happen. But as far as flipping, I will be flipping for as long as I can see into the future. And no, I'm not close to leaving the community. Even if I stop making YouTube videos, which is unlikely, I will still be active on Instagram, at least on stories. And I will most likely still be live streaming, even if it's just playing video games. So, like, I'll always have a platform out there for people to talk to me or get my opinion on stuff or stuff like that. And I'll still interact. Like if someday in the future Ty starts streaming, you can bet your bottom dollar I'll be there. But yeah, to answer your question straight up, nope, not close to leaving. Don't worry. Reviews aren't dead for me. I just don't have fun making B-roll because I don't have anyone to make B-roll with. Good night, Ian. Good luck. Ty, if you and I still live together and we could still be like, we could still have fun with B-roll and do those cool shots like we did at the Botanical Gardens. Oh, I'd be all for it, but we can't. So I just don't really have that. Ty seems to have exploded in talent. Dude's growth is crazy. I don't know what you're referring to. If you're talking about video creation, flipping, or all of the above. But yeah, true. Ty is my biggest source of like, man, I'm not good enough. I've been saying it for years. Ty is a better version of me in every single way. It's just the truth. Outside of personality-based things, which we are obviously very different in many ways, better guitar player, better Balisong flipper, better video creator, better editor, more motivated in certain ways. Actually, I'm gonna give myself more credit on that one, actually. I know there's another one. I know there was a time where you were a better gamer than I was, but I think that's deteriorated since you haven't been doing too much in video games in the past year. Horribly undisciplined, cannot hold myself to things. That's what I was going to say. I'm going to give myself more credit on that. Because I think I have, if not, it's small, but slightly more discipline in terms of things that I want to do. Later, Gecko. Appreciate you hanging out. Here's my goal. You guys want to know my legitimate, like, 2-year goal? I want to become the Ludwig of Balisongs because I have legitimate ideas for events that I want to do similar to Bally Awards. I have a few really good ideas, actually, but I don't want to talk about them because I don't want anyone stealing my stuff because this is still, like, months and months and months away from happening. But I have 2 really big ideas that I think could go really, really hard. If I had the discipline to get up and just do what I need to do every day, I'd be a lot more successful. I would agree in my YouTube. If I had a lot more discipline in YouTube, I'd be making a lot more videos and probably be way more successful on my main channel. All of my discipline goes into school, blade bias, and live streaming. I do wish I could put more of that discipline into, like, YouTube. For example, like, I would be making more reviews if after a long day of studying, I could sit down and say, hey, I want to edit a video right now. But that is never my thought. My thought is, I'm going to decompress and hang out with my friends and maybe play some Pokemon or something. So if I had more discipline in YouTube stuff, I think I could be a lot better in YouTube stuff, but all of my discipline goes to other places. It would be completely unfair of me to say that, oh, I don't have any discipline, because I wouldn't even be in college anymore if that was true. Okay. Great talks, everyone. What you go to school for? Computer science. I think it is a dog shit major, but it's what I'm doing. It's not a discipline problem. You absolutely need time. No, it is a discipline problem because usually it involves me, like, sometimes there are some days where I do a very minimal amount of work. I'll spend like 2 hours on a project and then be like, okay, I'm not going to edit a YouTube video today. I'd rather do something else. You know, so it's like there is, I get what you're saying. There is a definite slight bit of discipline problem. Like what Brandon, what you do, work a full-time job, more than full-time job, freelancing, and then also simultaneously spend a similar amount on a YouTube channel every week. I couldn't do it. IT support, I think, would be a lot more interesting than comp sci, because comp sci is just coding, and I don't like coding, but whatever. I'll get the degree and use it for something. Also, my discipline goes into blade bias. I always am able to do a blade bias. I don't think there's been one time where I think, oh, I don't want to do a blade bias today. I mean, there's been some times where I think I shouldn't do a blade bias today because I have other things to work on. But then I'm like, it's going to take an hour. I don't care. Let's do it. You're also in school, so be easy on yourself. It's very difficult to be easy on yourself when you should be doing more on YouTube and also should be doing more in school. I should be doing more in every area of my life. But perhaps I am being a bit too hard on myself. You're right. Record blade bias more if people wouldn't walk through a room unannounced with him being loud as shit. No, I totally get it, Ty. I'm not, like, trying to dig at you at all. But blade bias is something that I'm legitimate. Okay, so the most discipline that I have ever focused on and done with Balisongs is blade bias, because I've recorded, I think, a video every other day for the past 4 or 5 months. Maybe I missed 1 or 2 in there, or maybe a few uploads were late. And also the Bally Awards. The Bally Awards is the single most effort I put into anything on YouTube, because I was working 6 hours a day, 8 hours a day, grinding to put that together. And I'm legitimately so proud of myself for doing that. It's just like if I should be grinding my main channel a lot more. I should be grinding reviews. I should be reviewing the Nemesis, the Calico, the Impusa, the Prisma. But I can't, mostly because of YouTube, but also because, like, B-roll. B-roll is just not fun doing it alone. If I was a crazy dude like Brandon who was doing, like, really cool shit on his own, it would be great. But that's just not where I'm sitting right now. Brandon, I think you're still listening. I would legitimately like to talk to you about improving just, like, clips in general, because I feel like everything I do is so horribly mid. The lighting on my last clip was probably really bad. The lighting on all my clips is probably really bad. My B-roll is not great. I need to talk to you, and I need some help, if you're willing to give it. Or Ty, you too. Because I just need to understand fundamentals of, like, lighting and positioning the camera and getting interesting shots and doing all that. But because I just can't seem to do it. You're much better than you give yourself credit for. Am I experiencing imposter syndrome right now? Is that something that's happening? Because I always used to look at content creators and go, oh, imposter syndrome, that's so, like, how could you not think that you don't deserve what you have? that you don't deserve like the following, or that you're not good enough to be in the position that you are. I am legitimately experiencing that right now. And the fucking Impusa made me realize it. I sat down and I looked at that and I was like, dude, this is not like a Vulp. It's not like a $60 Balisong that there's like 17,000 of, that they're gonna make back their investment from the amount of views that the video will get and drive traffic to them. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not putting down the Vulp at all, Brandon. I really appreciate you sending me the Vulp. But I looked down at the Impusa and I was like, what the fuck is this? Say that as someone who's historically had some of the lowest self-confidence of anyone ever. I get the perspective you have, but you're doing really cool stuff. I appreciate it. I do appreciate that. Thing that that you need to get viewers is a tank top. Yeah, and then I did it in a video on accident, and the video got taken down, so who knows? Do a hot tub stream? Not doing a hot tub stream. We're not turning into this. An OnlyFans, pay attention, maybe. Okay, I shouldn't even be saying this. Maybe April Fools. Not of me. 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 I wouldn't say your work is good by professional standards. Oh, I'm not looking for good for professional standards. I totally understand. Like, I couldn't do what Ty does. I couldn't go to a shoot and say, here are the shots that I want to get for your video. Here's what I think that your video is going to look like when you're done. I could maybe edit a video like that, but I certainly couldn't shoot it. But you have an eye for that stuff that most people don't. That's all. I mean, that's all I'm looking for. I'm judging myself on, do I deserve to be in the position that I am in the Balisong community, where I am someone who a lot of people know and respect the opinion of. Am I doing enough work to justify that position? No, not an OnlyFans of my stuffed animals. Bro, what is wrong with you? Why would anyone waste money on a Vulp? Buy a V3 HypeX or a Gal or a Nemesis. I hope you're being facetious when you say that. Why would anyone buy a Vulp? Why wouldn't you just spend 3x, 4x the money? Why wouldn't you just do that? By far one of the most well-spoken people in the community. I don't know how. I'm not a well-spoken person. Ty's known me for 19 years. I'm not exactly a well-spoken kind of guy. Bro, there is no way you just at someone and said broke opinion. That is the war. That's an L. Take the L. Take the L, Daddy Dank memes. Oh, hey, you're buying a used car on the used car market? You're buying an old 2010 Honda Civic with 100,000 miles? Why don't you just buy a new fucking Lamborghini? It's like so much better. That's your take. Objectively. If it's any consolation, I give myself credit with the events and live streams. Because whenever I think, maybe I'm not doing enough work on Instagram or on my main YouTube channel, I think about my live streams and I think about the Bally Awards, which are two things that I'm genuinely proud of and I think are actually making an impact on the community. What about stripping the knives while stripping yourself with the plushes as well? You are a different kind of fucked up. if you want me to make an OnlyFans where I post adult content of a round stuffed animal dragon, please take a step back and think about what you are asking. Even if it's a joke. Even if it's a joke. Why did Addison leave? Community was just too much for him to handle, from what I remember him saying. Which I totally understand. You need to be a... You need to have a different kind of thick skin in the Balisong community. You also need to have a different level of confidence in, like, yourself and your flipping ability. Because, holy shit, is this community ever toxic sometimes. Thankfully, we're in a good side of it. I think my community, Will's community, is like the shining light. Hi's community, those kind of go hand in hand. But there are just some people out there who are just buzzkill after buzzkill after buzzkill. Okay, guys, I am way too late. I told my other friends I would join them like 15 minutes ago. I'm going to go play some Valorant with some other friends. I did this last time. I'm going to do it again. If any of you are fucking weird, I ban you in this chat. That's the deal. I'm going to show you the stream. My friend streams Valorant. I'm going to show you the name of the Twitch channel. If you want to go there, check it out. But if you're fucking weird, I ban you in this chat. That's the deal that we have. Don't harass my friends. If you want to watch some people play Valorant, I'm going to be on this stream in like 5 minutes. So go check that out, twitch.tv/Miss Amelia. I'm going to head out. Thank you all so much for the kind words tonight. It has been very, very heartwarming and very happy. Specifically you, Brandon, your words kind of ground me for some reason. As well as everyone else who said kind stuff. And also just great conversations tonight. Thank you all for hanging out. It was a fun, funny, and great stream. Give me a kiss. Mwah. That's just for you, Ty. Don't let Barb hear that one. Yeah. I'm out. Goodbye, guys. Have a good one. And I'll see you all in the next one. Maybe tomorrow? I don't know. Later. Peace out.